Hello, I'm back. So, fourth stream today. No biggie. So yes, server closed. It'll be open in a minute. I'm ready. I'm ready to go. Put me in, coach. Put me in, coach. Anyway, we got 2 hours. I think I've done enough prep. That'll be fine. Hopefully. Right? Like, I moved tons of turnips. But, like, we have turnips here, and here, and here, and here. And then there's, like, 2 or 3 inventories there. So, like, I'd say we're in a pretty good spot with, like, where they are. They're all pretty close to the store. I've made 30.5 mil. I'm gonna make like 58 something. So I've made half of my profit, but I still need to make up my actual investment. But there you go. Okay, it's 8 o'clock, so we're in it to win it. I'm gonna be just powering through this for the next 2 hours probably. I feel like this is gonna be tight, but I think I've done enough to prepare, and I should be able to get this done. So like I went in there at 8, and now it's like 8:27. Sorry, it's 8, and then it's like it's been like 30 seconds. So like getting into the store from the door to the post office to depositing, and then leaving the post office. We're at like 53 seconds right now. And now I need to run all the way back. Then grab another inventory of turnips. And then by the time we're at the door, that's about 1 minute and 12 seconds. So obviously there's a little bit of variability based on where the turnips are, and if I, you know, am slightly faster or slower with inputs, there's a little bit of variability. But like, if we can get a lot of these done in under 1 minute, that's pretty good, you know, because we still have plenty of trips. If I bought 44 inventories and each one is 3, then we're looking at like 132 trips to the store. I probably would have done like close to half, but not quite half at this point. We still have like a lot. That's what I'm trying to get at. But if we just stick to these ones, I think we should be able to get lots done here. So yeah, we're gonna just get this done. If I have a little bit of time afterwards, might like sell a couple things just to like clean up, but not really necessary. Yeah, anyway, I'm hoping that all the prep that I did makes this go smoothly. And then I can like, you know, maybe do some other things before my night's over. I feel like today's just been like all over the place because of like the Groundhog Day thing throwing me off, and then like the spike, and then trying to plan around the sale. But, you know, it's like I'm here, I took a shower, I ate dinner, I'm good to go, you know? So like everything I need to do is good. I like tried cleaning a couple games that I bought recently that didn't work initially, and one of them is not properly working after being cleaned, but the other one is. So that's a win. I guess I'll have to like clean it more, harder perhaps. I don't know. It's like I got like the game bit screwdriver thing. I don't know if that's the right way to call it. I know everyone calls it a game bit, but it's like I don't have like a bit. It's just a screwdriver that is that bit. So like I don't know. Anyway, I have a screwdriver to like open them up so I can clean them. You know, it's for preservation. So like I've gotten a lot more comfortable like dealing with like boards and all that stuff. I mean, I built my own computer like, well, I don't know, end of 2019, I think. Yeah, end of 2019. That's when I built my computer. So like I got fairly comfortable with touching like components and all that stuff then. It's just like I hadn't got back to game collecting after that point. So like, yeah, now I'm doing that. And it's like, when I looked it up, it's like people like, oh yeah, use an eraser and use that to clean the contacts, then use ISO to like clean off the residue. So like I did that, and it worked for the one, but it didn't work for the other one. So I don't know if I need to just like go harder or what. Like, I don't know, you gotta really put pressure on that thing. And I'm like, I don't know, I don't want to snap the board. So it's a bit of a pain. But it's like, it's a Jeopardy, you know, on the SNES. It had like a little sticker residue on the front, and I cleaned that off, no problem. It was like, nice, this looks great now. I love ISO for that. I gotta be very careful though. Sometimes when I use ISO, I'm like, I'm learning. I've made a few mistakes and like ruined paint in very small areas on some items. But now it's like I have a better idea of what it can and cannot damage, you know? But it's all a learning process. Like, what are you gonna do? Anyway, so yeah, that's, but like when you play it, everything's like off-centered, you know? It's like they took like the right half of the screen that like looped around to the left side of the, like left side of the screen, and then like it pushed everything to the right. And I did that before I cleaned it. Actually, it didn't like boot the first time. I had to like blow on it like a bunch, and then it worked, and then it was doing that thing, and then I cleaned it, and it's still doing that. I was like, man, so I don't know, I could try again, or I have to clean it more. And I feel like there's a couple times I've like cleaned it and it didn't work the first time, and then I cleaned it again and it worked. I think it just really depends on like the contacts and what kind of condition they're in, and like how hard I am with the eraser. Because, like, I don't know, I feel like you have to be very rough sometimes to actually, like, make it, clean it. But, anyway. So, that's progress. Like, yes, I have all these cases of games that need to be tested, but hey, I cleaned up the one tiny Game Boy cartridge, and now that's away. It looks so much... I know it, like, from a, like, you know, work perspective, it's not a big deal, but like I'm always talking about in these streams, it's all about sources of items, you know? If it's like, hey, I have X amount of different things that I need to test, and I can just test the one real quick, great. You know, like, it's like, oh, if I have one SNES game, it's kind of annoying to, like, move the SNES, test it, and all that, right? But, like, with the Game Boys, it's like, oh, grab my SP, put the thing, you know? It's, like, really easy. I can just do that. I don't need to like move anything. So like the handhelds are really easy to test and then just put away and like clean up and organize. And I have tons of cases for like the Game Boy games, so those are away. The Game Boy Advance games, I don't have cases. I feel like Nintendo didn't make official cases for them or something, which is annoying. So I've been like trying to get other cases. And like some of the games I bought came with cases. Like Fire Red and Leaf Green came with cases, but like one of them was like in a blue case, so I like I don't know, I wish I had like colors for each case, you know? I want like 2 red cases with 2 green cases and then a blue case, and I can put everything in its own color coordinated case. Wouldn't that be nice? I'd like that. That would be pretty cool. So yeah, anyway, that's progress that's been made. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff that I'm working on. I did clean some other things though today, so that's good. I got like a Super Famicom controller and I cleaned that up. A couple other controllers that I cleaned up quickly. So like those can go away. And those are on the bigger side, you know? Like I know I have all these cases and games. But like, I don't know, like I said, there's a lot of different like things that I need to do to try to like reclaim space. I had another idea. I have, funnily enough, I have one set of Alex drawers with one of my desks. And those are fairly full. But like I do, and like I can't really put another set of drawers here because it's like I made my own pseudo L-shaped desk and it wouldn't really work and it would like limit me and like trap me and like you wouldn't be able to open it. But I could put another set under the other desk. And I haven't decided on whether this is a good idea or not, but it would probably work and it would just depend on what I'm putting in there. I do keep my controllers in one of the desk drawers actually. Right now, in my like the, I don't know, the Alex drawers, I guess they have multiple like configurations, layouts, whatever you want to call them, presets maybe. Mine, it's like the 2 shorter drawers at the top and then 3 larger drawers at the bottom. And I think one like just has one big one at the bottom and then maybe some other one. Anyway, the small ones are like really good for like controller height. You know? Like, so like I have my PS4 controller, my DS4, my DualShock 4, whatever you want to call it, my Nintendo Switch Pro controllers there, and my Wavebird. They all live there. And like, I think actually, now that I'm talking about this, and I'm saying it out loud, I do recall seeing one that had just 5 of the small drawers. So like, if I got that could just be all controllers. Because right now I have like a big set of like a dresser essentially. Not really a dresser, but it's like another IKEA thing. I can't remember the name of it. Is it like the Malm? No, I don't. Maybe? Malmby? That was a bad joke. Disregard that joke. So I have that. And like I do have some controllers in there, but like the space doesn't really, it's not optimal. Like I could fit like 2 layers of controllers in that drawer. But I don't, because I don't want to put them on top, and I don't really have like a way to fix that. And mind you, I do keep a lot of stuff, like, you know, like cables for all the consoles, my handheld stuff's in there. Like, it's pretty decent for like me storing things. It's pretty full, and it's like, yeah, it's like I have my Alex drawers that have some things stored in them, and then there's those. But now that I'm thinking about it, if I just got like 5 of the shallow ones, that could all just be like controller storage. Or like the bottom ones could be controller storage, and that could be my other desk, and then I could double that as like my work desk or like my workstation. What do I want to call it? Like for cleaning up and like taking things apart and all that. I'm just trying to think of like how to like make it a convertible desk so I can use it for other things. Like some sort of like shelf or something nearby to like keep things on. But yeah, it's like if I did that, that could be, because then it's like I could have the screwdrivers in there. All my cleaning stuff could be nearby. I could have like a light. Oh, that could be pretty fun. The overhead light? I would solder there if I knew how to solder, but I haven't got into that yet. I only do so many things at once. I do want to learn how to solder though. Don't get me wrong. It's something that I've thought about doing. It's like maybe a useful skill. And now that it's like I'm looking at like games and collecting like preservation, like soldering's actually something that could be helpful. Technically, like if a game was like broken but like barely broken, I could like solder it myself. I did at one point. I was looking at some videos of like some guy who's like, here's a bunch of like games that just don't work. I'm gonna try to fix them. And it's like he's got like the multimeter, whatever, multimeter, whatever it's called. I don't know. To, like read the actual like voltage and like see where like there's problems and like you can try to fix them. And I'm like, oh, that's interesting. And I don't know if I would buy one of those, but like I think soldering would be helpful because like if I learned how to like solder batteries, that's like a pretty good skill. There's a lot of things I'd like to try is where I'm going with this. I think it'd be a useful skill. So yeah, I mean, like, turnips are going well so far. 2 spikes in a row is really good. hopefully, you know, like I said, we have time. We're 15 minutes in, well, 13 minutes really, but whatever. Moving along. Some things work great, you know. We can do some other stuff. But yeah, I'm thinking about the Alex stores, and now that I'm thinking about it, and they have like a different configuration, that actually seems like it could be the move. I really like that because again, like I keep 3 of my controllers, and those are the ones I use frequently, and they're all just in there, and it's like wow, they're like it's like good, like it's basically the right height, so there's not much wasted space. It's also it would go under my other desk, which is space that's not used, which is pretty preem. Man, I was gonna say like peak, but then I was gonna say like primo, and then I just said preem. So yeah, it's preem. But yeah, I'm now that I'm thinking about that, that might actually be the move. And then I can do some other stuff, and then maybe get that cabinet, and then maybe build that, and then maybe, you know, things will get a little bit better. I did, like, organize. I'm trying to organize in here better. Get it cleaned up. But there's a lot of things that I'm trying to think about, so. We'll see. We shall see. I'm looking forward to just being able to chill for the rest of the week, though. Pretty huge, not gonna lie. And then, yeah, New Horizons, like, I think things are in a pretty good spot. Eventually, I'm gonna stop with the wood, and then, like, the streams will be, like, 8 minutes shorter, probably. So that'll be nice. So, yeah, like, that's coming along. I'm pretty happy with that. That means I'm up like 38 mil now. I don't know, I think I'm on good pace. I'm not sure yet, but I think I'm on good pace. And again, yes, I did use extra effort and time to, like, you know, drop all these turnips here closer. Would have done that anyway, but in this way I have to pick them up again. I don't just immediately sell them. So I think, like, yeah, sure, if I spent like 20-25 minutes moving all these, I would have spent some of that time moving them anyway. But it's obviously not like 1-to-1. Yeah, I'm still not sure what to play next. I tried Downwell yesterday. I don't know, I got a little frustrated with it. I think if I give it time, maybe I'll get there. But yesterday I was like not feeling it. But maybe that's because it's just been a long day. And then I started like, you know, trying to clean up all their games. So I'm working on that. Slowly. Don't really have time to do that today, but whatever. Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to think. Like, with New Horizons is pretty chill at this point. And I mean, I still have probably like 12 days of purchasing. So, like, that's... You know, that's... I don't know, I still need like 2 weeks basically to get everything. And then if I'm done at that point, then I can stop and maybe there'll be a new update in the future, maybe not. Maybe I'll only get a little bit of a break. I have no clue what they're up to. We're due for a direct at some point. It is February. I feel like there's usually some sort of presentation in February. I mean, last year we had the Switch 2 and officially revealed in February, right? So you think that's coming up soon? And like, yeah, who knows? I'm trying to think what I want to play next. Like, are there any games that are coming out this year that I want to purchase on launch? Don't know. I played Code Vein. Code Vein 2 like just came out. It's got like mixed reviews. I wasn't planning on buying it to begin with because like Code Vein was like fine, but there's no way I'm buying that full price. Like, it had some fun stuff. The achievements were kind of dumb. There was one really dumb one. Two really dumb ones maybe that bothered me. And then like some of the design, it's like eh. But you know, it was whatever. And then this one, I don't know, 2 doesn't seem as good apparently. Neo 3? I'm looking forward to Neo 3, but again, Neo is one of those games where it's like they add so much DLC that like I figure I'll just wait. I've waited every other time. I got Neo for free, I played, and then I bought the DLC on sale, and I was like, wow, this is great. I can't wait to play Neo 2, because it was already out at that point, I think. So then I took a break, and then I got it, or something. I don't know. I really enjoy Neo. I think Neo is really fun. When you're first starting it, you're like, oh my god. This is crazy. Then as you go, it like there's a lot. I don't know. I went deep on Neo 1. Like I unlocked every difficulty. That was quite the time. Also, I could just get better stuff, so I could like, yeah, I don't know. I did more than I needed to for like the trophies, I think. So I was just enjoying it. Trying to do all the challenges in game that was like crazy talk. Don't do that. So yeah, I had a lot of fun with Neo, but yeah, Neo 3, I have high hopes. I think, I don't know, I didn't play Wo Long. They made Wo Long, right? So like I didn't play that. I know that had some performance issues on launch, and I'm not sure. Maybe it got ironed out. It's a lot of games that have come out that was like that I've played, like Jedi Fallen Order. I played like. No, sorry, I played Fallen Order. I was like, what's the second one called? Jedi Survivor. I think that had performance issues on launch, but I haven't got around to playing it. And it keeps going on sale like dirt cheap. And it's like, man, I should play it, because I enjoyed the first one. I guess, like, I don't know. Sometimes I have trouble committing to, like, big games nowadays. But maybe I don't. I don't know. I'm not really sure what I'm saying at this point. Things have been weird for the past, like, while, I guess. I played Donkey Kong. I was like, man, this is absolute cinema. And then I started collecting games. And then I just took a break from playing games in general. And then, like, I'm trying to think of, like, big actual games that I, like, you know, sunk time into last year after that point. And it's like, I don't know what to tell you. I can tell you Dave the Diver. I played Dave the Diver last year. I got like a lot of time in that. I played Silk Song. That's up there. And it's like, well, I'm struggling. I played like more in the first half of the year, but like, yeah, second half is like, not as much stands out. So maybe it's me. I've just been in a weird place. Because I was playing Dave the Diver, like, man, it's good to get into like a real game. And it's not to say that the other games aren't real games, but like, I don't know, it's nice to just like get into a game and get into a groove for like a period of time. Like when there's just like a game and like it doesn't, like there's not much progression. Like if you're just playing like levels in a thing and it's like, oh, do this, now do this, you know, it's like, it's not the same. But playing Dave the Diver, you're like, okay, you can see where everything's going. You can see how things are changing. See how they add stuff. There's progression. I like progression in games. I'm big on progression. Yeah, like, what the heck? What else have I played? Was there something? Like, there's gotta be something else. Or am I, like... Or am I right? Like, there wasn't that much going on. Yeah, I'm loading... Hello? What are you doing? Oh my god. Okay. That's crazy. I literally played Like a Dragon Ishin in May. And then I played a couple other, like, small games randomly on PlayStation. But, like, that was it. Apart from that and Kingdom Hearts at the beginning of the year, that's, like, it. And I guess, like, Pirate Yaks in Hawaii. And I did, like, a cleanup thing. So, yeah, like, PlayStation, there wasn't much going on there. And then there's not going to be anything on Xbox. That's for sure. Like, I played Liza P in Expedition 33, but again, that was earlier in the year. And then, like... What did I play? I'm so confused. Dude's a gamer, but doesn't game. No, I do game. I'm just saying. It's a weird little thing that was going on there. I grabbed too many. Let me look at my Steam profile and look at all the stuff there instead. Maybe that's where the answers lie. Please log in. They want me to log in. Oh. Trying to do this while also dealing with the game. Slightly foolish, one might say. Yeah, like... Okay, well, I did Devil May Cry. I forgot about that. I did DMC3, and then I did Dave the Diver. And then what the heck happened after Dave the Diver? I'm confused. I don't know what happened at that point. I don't know. Like I said, things have been weird lately. I feel like I just haven't... I don't know. That's what I mean. It's I really don't know what to say. It's just been a weird little stretch of time for games in me. Because usually I play so many, you know, and I'm working on big ones. But I haven't worked on as many big ones lately. I'm confused. What did I do? What was I up to? I don't get it. I know in like November at one point I was doing a bunch of like Animal Crossing stuff. But like, what did I do after Dave the Diver? Was I working on RuneScape? Oh, RuneScape. Of course. I did a lot of RuneScape after Dave the Diver. I basically finished Dave the Diver just in time for Sailing to come out. And then I definitely did Sailing for like a week or two. I have like 81 or 82 Sailing. So like, it's not my lowest stat anymore. So like, I was like pretty happy with where that went. And now it's like, well, I can get Sailing experience pretty easily. So as long as Tears doesn't go into Sailing, I'm happy. Anyway, so yeah, I guess I did a lot of that, and then I did some other things, and like I've been like sprinkling in RuneScape here and there, and then like, yeah, I guess I was doing a lot more Animal Crossing stuff right before like the 1 year anniversary of me starting, so that was a busy little period of time. But I guess that's kind of it. And then I also did like Legends Arceus, and I did Metroid Prime 4. Those aren't represented in those because they don't have achievements, but yeah, like I did Legends Arceus like after Silksong, and then obviously Metroid was like early December, so like now I'm filling in the games. That makes sense. I'm like, there's things I'm forgetting. I'm so confused, but that's all good. So yeah, so yeah, it's like I played Metroid, but like that was like 20 hours. And I know it's like it's a real game, but it was like 20 hours. So it didn't take me too long to get through that. So yeah, it's like I've mentioned a couple on stream, but now it's like I feel like I said, I feel like there's just too much going on right now. So I'm kind of trying to like deal with all this stuff so I can like maybe start something else. Also, it's like my Switch 2's down here at my desk. I'd maybe rather play it on the TV if I was playing another game. Cause like, I don't know, the TV's got better speakers than what I have. I don't want to necessarily be here with my headphones on. I don't know. I'm like avoiding my headphones a lot lately, to be honest. But I also bought a new pair of headphones, but I just haven't like took them out of the box yet. It's that's just the state that things are in right now, okay? So it's like I do want to play like, I mean, new Pokemon Snap I want to get to because I do have it now, but I kind of feel like I want to do Hyrule Warriors before then. And there's some other games, but like yeah, those are like kind of up there. And it's like I also have like Resident Evil 2, but I kind of want to do something chill. I've been doing like games that are like kind of on the more frustrating side, and it's like I feel like I don't want to deal with that right now. You know, that's kind of the vibe. So something that's like kind of chill and like does, you know, it's not whatever. So I'm trying to think. It's like yeah, I've been trying to like clean out what I have on Steam and get that stuff done. So like maybe I do that, and then when I can move my Switch back to the thing. Also Kirby Air Riders, I feel like I want to do that. So yeah, I do have some Switch games that I want to play. Right. It's been like 40 minutes. We basically cleared out the store acre, A5 and B5. So there's still 2 or 3 in C5 and probably 3 in D5. And then there's, I guess, probably 4 there. So are we getting close? I feel like we're getting close, but I'm confused. I mean, I guess we are getting close. If you look at the money I have, at 740 mil in the bank. I started at 694. So if I get if I get 4 more mil, we'll be at 44, but I'll be up 50. So we're like at 45, 46? It's 46. We're at 46 mil in the bank. So there's still like 12 more mil, I guess. But I think I can start dropping some turnips elsewhere, probably. I think it's safe to do that. I was not doing it for, like, the sake of time, right? Because that can be done later. But we do have, like, you know, turnips down here. So, like, if I run down here, and I go here, and then I go like, alright, let's just so la-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. Right, I could do this. Do that. And then we take a full inventory from here. We'll drop 10 outside the store, sell the 5. Three more. 1, 2, 3. Easy. So yeah, I think I will start dropping a little bit of money. I think like it's maybe more efficient to like do that as you go, which is why I'm like starting not to. I feel like I'm fine based on like the fact it's been 40 minutes and I've made this much progress. I think like, again, I've been selling for like 42 minutes and we're up like what do you mean? I thought it was 508. Is it not 508? Oh, I think I see the problem. I made a mistake. I made an oopsie. I didn't drop the turnips. I was like, I did the math. What's the problem? The problem is that I forgot. Oops. Okay. Let's do that. Drop that. Put that back. Wonderful. Imagine a world where you could hold bags of 99k. In this game specifically. Imagine that world. I have. And it's beautiful. I think this whole row is from the acre above. If that's the case? No, I'm full. So something's slightly off, but whatever. that's fine, I think. I guess there's still that in inventory there. I guess I should drop. Am I gonna be able to? I think so. Okay, I think that's good for now. I need a little bit more, obviously, but I can wait. Are there like turnips I'm missing somewhere? The numbers seem off. Okay, maybe no, that still seems off. Something still seems a little wrong there, not gonna lie. That's fine. So again, we're just getting a little bit of this done now. I think things are going well enough that I can shift focus from just primarily selling to recovering money and getting set up for this weekend and next week. Okay, let's do some quick counting. Everybody's favorite. Okay, so like that's 5. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. So 11 times 5 is 55. That's 58. That's 61. And then that's it. Right? Like that's 11 times 5 is 55, and then 9, 64, done. Okay, so like that's it. Nothing more going on there. We can move on to this acre. These two obviously got like the most out of any acre. Each one's like just shy 2 mil. So like I've just restored 2 mil, essentially. But I still have like 6 more that needs to get, put out. But that's fine. Just working on things slowly. And we still have an hour and like 13 minutes. Hour and 12 minutes. I went in here without dropping. I'm a little too excitable here. There's still that inventory too. Ugh, really? Okay, so what's going on here? Don't see anything there. Why are there just like 4 chilling? Should I be concerned? I don't know. Not sure on that yet. Could be awkward later. Okay, so that's kind of it for like all the turnips that we need to like grab over here. I guess everything else is like police station or B2. Oh yeah, there's still B2. B2 is like relatively untouched. I think I moved 1 inventory from there and I took like 5 out. So there's still all that. I don't know, I guess like, oh, there's also still a bunch there. Okay, so like basically all the turnips I need to move have kind of been moved. There's not really a point to move anything else, I don't think, because they're all like relatively on the way. How do I do this? So I know I took money from here, and I took money from the other nearby acre. A lot of acres I took money from. But if I can get like the big ones done now, then the other ones can be after. Again, I think I have enough time that I don't really have to worry too much about this at this point. I feel confident with the pace that we're maintaining. And it's gonna be a good day putting all this money away. I know I'm getting ahead of myself by saying that, but I can have the thought, okay? That will be how it ends. I mean, I have like 22 mil almost outside. So at one point I'll be like, alright. Like, you know, start putting that stuff away. Wrap it up. it's like, I mean, D5, I haven't even finished all the money in D5. I think, yeah, that's good. That's 40. That's what we usually do. This one's looking pretty slim. It's like those two and then D5. Like, that's really the bulk of where most of the money came from. Also, like, C4, which I've done half of, but there's also the upper half. The upper half, I use basically everything there. And then I guess, like, the dump usually keeps some there, and that needs a bit more. Yeah, like last week, it was like, oh, I need to restore a lot of money. You know, I had 3 mil to make up. This week, it's like, yeah, I bought in a lot of, like, weird, not that great acres. I mean, I bought, like, at the beach, right? I bought, like, 10? 3, 2, and then 3 and 2 and 1. So, yeah, I bought 10 inventories in the beach acres. So, like, that was all just money that I had to move. So that's why this one and this one were so empty. I guess I could have, like, kept the 40k. I would have had enough space. That's fine. So that acre with Tangy, Joan, like, very rarely shows up there. It would be a pretty good one, to be honest. It's a little farther away, but space-wise, it's pretty nice. Okay, I mean, we obviously still have lots to do, because there's still, like, B2 and, like, A3, but, like, I feel like we're doing fine. I mean, I've dropped, like, probably half of the money that I need to, like, drop outside at this point. And I'm at, like, 46 or 47 mil in the bank. And we need, like, you know, 10 or 11 more. 11 or 12. I don't know. Might be a better, more accurate thing. But, like, so, like, that's coming along. You know? Okay, so, like, that one's good. And then over here, we're gonna drop 1. That's 4. Let me drop 1 up here. Okay, that one's now done. Congrats. Let's go back to D5. Again, this one, I don't know, this one gets a little weird. I could drop, I mean, I could save the other 30k, but I'm just, yeah. Okay, cool. I could switch to doing, like, other stuff soon and, like, just going back to depositing. I probably should soon. Give myself some more time to think of where I need to drop things. I guess I can take this to, like, C4. Because, like, obviously B5 needs money. And, like, I'm trying to think where else I took money. Did I take from, like, E2? I might have. Or I definitely took from a police station. So, I'm trying to remember. Like, yes, I wrote down how many inventories I bought in every acre. Good. But I don't remember where I took the money from. Which is another problem. So, yeah. I think, like, there's one here. There is not one there. There's not one there. So if I drop, like, 4 here, then that's like 12. And then, like, that makes 20, and then it's like 25, and this is awful. So it's like here, this is 20. That's 25. That's 26, 27, 28, 29. That makes 30. Okay, don't drop it back there. Okay, so we're 1 hour in on this. We got another hour. Great. And then here, it's like this from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The rock, that's 15. And then if we look at like this, that's 30. Or maybe we look at like this. It's like that's 30. And then we go here. Right? It's like that's 15. That's 30. And then that's 45. And then this makes 50. And that makes 52. And then this is like 53, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 57. That's 58. And that's 59. So that one's just about done. That's good. I don't know. I feel like there's something weird about the turnips. I feel like maybe I misplaced 1 or 2 somewhere. The numbers just seem off. But like if our last inventory doesn't end with 5, then we know that there's a mistake. Okay, so again, this acre, oh, it's been cleaned out. I don't know, I think like right now selling seems to be going, I don't know, things seem to be, okay, let's try that again. Things seem to be going pretty smoothly right now. Again, I have like just under an hour now to get this all done before the store closes, but it's looking good. I feel like most of the money that needs to get dropped outside has been dropped outside now. I mean, like, D5, I can finish that now. A5's good. Like, unless there's something on the left, or it's like B2, I feel like all the money is basically accounted for, which is good. So that's 12. This is sneaky, so we're not gonna... Me, when I pick it up with the known full inventory. Good stuff. Okay, so that's 12. That's 17. We go over here, we can drop 9. And then we'll have 26. Okay, that's 30. Congrats. Alright, in the interest of not messing up, we're gonna go up here, actually. I think I said that I had, like, 59 in D5. And I don't, we either have just enough bags, or we're, like, 1 bag short, so I'm gonna not risk it. Okay, I think after this inventory, I'm gonna go back to just doing post office runs. I think this is basically it. So yeah, let me just do some math quickly. I know, dangerous, very dangerous. Okay, so again, we have this, and that's 15. That's 15. And then that's 15. So that's 45. That makes 50. That's 52. And then over here we have, that's 59. So then this makes 60. That makes 62. That's 63, so that's 64. Okay, great. So, like, that's it for that acre. And then, like, this one's good, and this one's good, and that one's good. So I can take this to the dump. Drop a bunch there. Yes, that's not like full, but obviously that's almost full. So again, I'm gonna switch gears. We're going back to post office mode now. It's 9:05, so 55 minutes. I think basically everything except B2, the money's been addressed, and B2 would have been like 900k, maybe a little bit more to get like to get the last inventory or whatever. So I would say that we have like 7 mil dropped outside. So like we have 8 points, like probably about 1 mil left to drop. I guess we'll be around like 750. So yeah, it's really just B2. It's like 1 or 2 there. And then everything I dropped in the train station. So I don't know, I feel okay. Locked in. I don't know what else to talk about at this point. I guess like I've streamed for like a collective 3 hours already. So I mean I've talked about a bunch of random things. So it's like, yeah, it's just like there's things I'm trying to get done, things I'm trying to clean up. If we can get that stuff done, that'd be pretty good. The rest of the week is like pretty open for me though at this point now. Because turnip's way out of the way, you know. So I can like do my GameCube streams, and most of them are going to be pretty quick at this point, I think. Like tomorrow should be like super quick, and if it's snowing, then maybe Wednesday would be longer, and then Thursday, depending on who visits, that could be longer. But like rest of the week, basically not looking. I'll look for Gulliver, which takes like all of a minute, maybe a minute and a half. Okay. And then we'll get a visitor on Thursday, and depending on who that is, like we could have another one on Saturday, or we could have another one next week. You know, if it's Katrina, then she'd show up Thursday, she'd leave Friday, and if I load correctly, then the next visitor would be on Sunday, but I tend to avoid that. So I would wait, and then the next visitor would be determined on Saturday, so then it would be on Monday. So, I mean, like, we're probably, I don't know, there's a decent chance that we only get, like, one visitor this week, because the sale's just, like, stolen it. Probably need to start dropping money in this acre, to be honest. So I kind of want to like stop doing things here because I don't want to drop money right now. But I mean, like, I guess like 2 inventories is enough to basically be done there. I know I said I don't want to drop money, but I guess I'll just do it. Let's just get this over with. Then everything will be good. Okay, there's one bag there still. Okay, that looks like 15. Okay, that almost looked like 15. Okay, so that is 15. So, like, one more inventory, and then that's good. Don't have to do anything else there. Now, these, unfortunately, are in the way. And I know, what? You're doing this now? Yeah, I might as well. The heck did I put here? Is this just like junk to sell? Sure is. That's stuff from Red. Okay, so we're gonna drop those. Just because it's annoying to sell them, because like, oh, I can't take money for those. I can take them off your hands though. I'm not in the mood for that. Crazy because, like, you know, I don't know, I'm thinking about like random stuff now, and it's like when I was doing New Horizons, yeah, sure, that took like 4 years. Okay, a long time, obviously a long time, but as it went on, like, it was pretty short most days. Like, at one point it was just like I'm just showing up, like, hoping that I finally get the stuff I need. Sure, I have to be more consistent, but like, you know, it's not, I don't know, it wasn't the worst thing ever. So there's 5. And then, like, I just need, like, 3 more. There you go. Like, that's it, right? Like, that's 12, 15. Yeah, that's it. Cool. But yeah, like, here, it's like, obviously, I'm doing a lot every weekend. And That's just how it is sometimes. Yeah, let's just do that. But yeah, like eventually, like once the turnips are done, my weekly stream time for this game plummets. It'll become so much more manageable. And it's like New Horizons, yeah, like New Horizons at the end, it was like I literally just showed up for like 2 or 3 minutes every day to see if Kix showed up. That's it. That's it. I'm not even joking. Just during the week, there's nothing for me to get on the weekend. Although if I saw Kix during a week, did I still keep doing it? Because like I feel like I wouldn't have seen him, so I don't know. Anyway, point is, things were pretty easy at that point. It's pretty chill. And like eventually this will get to that point. But because there's so many fewer things, like it shouldn't last as long. It's like, yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm just trying to think. Like, obviously I put like 1,125 hours on my main character in New Horizons. That's over 4 years. And it was a little different because, like, you know, the world was in a little bit of a different state at that point in time, right? But I got like either, I think it was like 300 hours in 2020 and then like 500 the next year. I can actually like probably get the numbers. Okay, no, it's the other way around, sorry, which is kind of what I thought in my head. So I have 590 hours on my Switch in 2020. Okay, so like almost half of my New Horizons time was in that first year, to put it in perspective. And again, things were in a different state at that point, so it was a lot easier to just like stream whenever. And then 2021 was 364, 2022 was 182, 2023 was 184, 2024 was 65, and 2025 was 127. So, oops. So, like, obviously not all of my playtime is New Horizons, but you could assume that a large portion of it would be, at least, except for 2025. Okay, so we're up 50 mil in the bank now, by the way. And I think all the money that I need to drop outside has been dropped, which says that we only need to sell about, like, I don't know, 8 more mil. 8 more mil, and then I think I'm done. It's like 9:18, so I think we're in a good spot. Alright, I mean, I feel like I'm fine. We got 40 more minutes. It's like down to it's down to 2 acres now. Probably less than 10 inventories. Less than 10 inventories would still be like 10 inventories would be like 30 trips, which I think is a little steep. So I don't know. I think I'm fine though. I think we're gonna be okay. I think all the prep has paid off. Gonna make this fine. So yeah. Anyway. But yeah, like I said, with like I played a lot of New Horizons, but like a lot of that was in the first thing, and then it was like I guess like the thing is like yeah, first year and or two, a lot of time. And I guess it was easier because like it wasn't like here it's like there's a lot more. I have to think a lot more. I have to plan a lot more. I have to be a lot more aware of like when things happen, right? New Horizons is very accessible, very easy. Like sure, I just do like an hour every like each day or most days because I could. And if I didn't have time, I'd like skip it. Right? And when I'm doing New Horizons now, it's like I'm trying to get it done as fast as possible so I can just coast and not have to worry too much because I'm working on this. And two things at the same time, kind of stressful, or it's just a lot sometimes. Especially because I'm not in like complete control of this game. I guess that's the issue, right? I don't have a lot of control here, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing. But when you're trying to stream it in real time, and there's like life that gets in the way potentially, you know, you gotta factor. You gotta think about all these different things. So like, yeah, a lot of my playtime, like 800 hours of Animal Crossing New Horizons, probably in the first like 2 years. But it was a lot more spread out. Here it's like, there's days where it's like super chill, and then it's like, boom, turnips. So I don't know, it's like, yeah, I played like 300 hours almost last year, I think. It was like 270 maybe, which is like maybe equivalent to my second year of New Horizons. So like, that's kind of interesting, right? But anyway, yeah, once turnips are done, things get easy. But like, I don't know, will I complete anything else by the time I finish turnips? Who knows? Technically, Gulliver, I could be done with Gulliver any week. That would be pretty huge. And then Gracie would also be very huge. If somehow I got Gracie and Gulliver out of the way before the season changes in May, that would be wild. And then like if I had turnips done by then too, then like that's 3 things out of the way, and then at that point it's just like gyroids and the clothing and the one raffle item, and then like the Groundhog Day stuff. That stuff like you can only get it once per character, I think. So like that's one thing. So I need to still like test and see how the hometown stuff works. And if that's also the same case, then that's kind of just done. But I'm gonna wait to like move everything all at once at the end. I don't want to like make multiple trips. I want to like lower the amount of trips that I have to do from each town, you know? Because again, every time you like move, like I can't remember how it works exactly, but if you move, or if like you travel to another memory card or another town, then someone in your town moves. But if like they travel to you, I think someone in their town tries to move. But if my town's like full, maybe that just adds them to the queue. I don't really know how the ramifications of that. So yeah, basically like there's a couple ways I could do it. But it's like I have all these on one town. I could travel from all those towns to each other and pile everything all in one or in 2, you know? Like, I'm trying to figure this out. I'm trying to think. I look at my items needed. There's all the shirts, whatever. There's the pinwheels. So there's 3 pinwheels, okay? And then there's 5 flower models. So that's already giving us like 8. That's 8 items. There's also the jingle clock, which would be the 9th. And I guess that's kind of it. and then all the station models. So like, there's 12 station models, so that's already like a lot. And then like, yeah, the tulip models, that's 14, and then that's like 15, and then like 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. There's 21 items I would have to like move, potentially. But if I wait it out, then some of those will be like not an issue, right? Like if I get the pinwheels in July. Like here's the thing, I have to be going until November. Unless somehow this is probably not going to be the case. But what if I somehow got everything before November? Then I would legit just like take a break until November and then show up and be like, hey guys, I'm back. But I feel like the chance of that happening are kind of slim. I feel like gyrates are going to be the last thing I need. Gulliver again, any minute, any day, any week. Gracie could also be a problem. Hopefully I get the shirts from the store or from sales or whatever. I could also get those shirts from Wisp. I don't really want to. There's still 6 shirts that I need. And technically I could get all of them from Wisp. But I don't know what else Wisp could give me. Because I know like he can give you Gracie stuff and he could give those regular shirts. So those 6, yes. Gyroids, no. Gulliver stuff, no. I assume the station models, no. Maybe the pansy models because they're tradable. The other stuff, probably not. So yeah, I'd have to like take 2 trips essentially. I think there's no like, oops, I went too far. There's no situation where I don't have to take 2 trips to like drop all the stuff off at the end. Because if I can't get more flower models, then all 5 of those need to go, and then the station models, that's another 12. So that's like 17 items right there. I guess I could use letters. How many did I say? Did I say it was 21? If I count all the items there, it's 22 items in those columns. And then that one, and then that one, and that one, and that one. So there's 18 there, and then there's 21. So I guess if I brought everything, if I like traveled between all my towns and amassed everything in one town, if I put items in the letters, I could make a single trip. Which is probably what I'll do, just to like mess with my town the least. Okay, so we're like up 54 mil, almost 55. So we're getting pretty darn close now. So a couple there. And there's still a couple there. And hopefully we're not missing any. If we are missing any, I'm going to have to like start running around and... Oops, that's not what I meant to do. I dropped that one because whenever you go to the store, your cursor will always start at the first item in your inventory. That's actually something you can sell. So it doesn't matter. push the stick the wrong way? Whatever. Okay, 750, new milestone. That's exciting. Okay, so I think that acre is good. Maybe? I don't know. That number obviously doesn't match up with this number. But that has 4, which makes me think that I'm missing more than a couple. Or a couple, I don't know. Whatever. Point is, I think I'm missing a few. Oops. Don't mind me. It's all good. I mean, I have 3 there and I have 4 there, which tells me I'm missing a lot. Okay, so now I'm on. Okay, there's one. Okay. So I found one that I'm missing. But there's still two more? Okay, it is 9:37, so like I basically finished with like a little bit over 20 minutes. Oops. Okay, so I had 694. Now I'm at 752. So that. Okay, so yeah, we got like 20 minutes. Be happy with where things went. Now, oops, that's not what I want. Now I must mash the B button as I run around acres. Oh boy, gameplay has never been this good. Watch this. I'm gonna like... Oh, okay. Alright. I'm sorry. I just ruined that. I was trying to kick it at the igloo. It would've been sick. It would've been sick, dude. Okay, I looked at the lost and found earlier today. Did I just... Okay. I ran all the way around here before. How did I not get that one? Whatever, man. Okay, so that's one. So where's the other one? I noticed the problem earlier over here, so I assume the problem started down here. When I said down here, I mean down from here, not down where I currently am. But we're gonna just double check those. Pretty confident in those. So we're missing one thing of turnips, as far as I'm aware. I don't think it's in here. I think it's... Make sure it's not there. Good. It's gonna be like... down. I think it's in D5 for some reason. I'm pretty confident that I got all the ones over... Oh, no, there it is. There you go. See, you literally can't even see it. Okay, that's not the one, but... Like, you can't see it. It's just a snow's fault. I've complained about this enough. Like, when snow came back, and I was like, oh... Because when I first started doing turnips, I didn't have as much money, so there was a lot more space for me to, like, work with. And, like, it wasn't to the point it is now, where I'm like, oh, this is a big problem. I can't even see these things, you know? Okay, so I think that's basically it. Okay, I'm gonna take money out to make that a nice number in a moment. But we're just gonna double check and make sure that there's no more turnips. So far, the numbers are all good. I mean, sorry, I've sold only inventories of 5, so that part's good. And I've already checked the beach, but we're gonna double check the beach again because I'm paranoid. It's like, just make sure that again Gulliver's not here. Like, he's not there. We bought in this inventory. We have money here, which I'm gonna put in here. And there's nothing here. Nothing there. And nothing there. We do, however, have money here. Just cleaning that up in case. This I'm going to put over here, and now the dump acre is accounted for because there's that one row where there's furniture that's in the way. So now that's all squared away. All good. We have all the money elsewhere. Every acre, I think, is now as it should be. There's no turnips here. We looked at all the beach acres. We looked at B2. This one's empty, and this one's empty. The numbers match what they should be, as far as I'm aware. So I think it's safe to say we're done officially with like 15 minutes to spare. So yeah, a little tight if you think about it. Not like the cleanest, but again, I did what I can, right? So like, I prepped. I gave myself a little bit of leeway. If I didn't move all the stuff, we might not have been done, honestly. Remember, I did spend like 25 minutes moving those turnips. And obviously some of that time would have been spent doing it anyways, but like how much time we actually saved is a different thing. Sorry, I did not select everything. I'm too used to doing turnips now. So like none of those are needed. That's not needed, that's not needed, that's not needed. Okay, we'll get like 3K. Okay, so it's just about time to update my spreadsheet with everything. Let's go to the turnip number page. We're gonna get our total. Oh, I messed up. One sec, sorry. Just want to confirm. So yeah, you can see normally we have 3 there, right? Because like 2, 4, 5, and then that's, oh wait, 5. Okay, normally we have that full, but I guess that's 30K. So who knows? Whatever. I guess it's fine. Nothing's perfect here. Okay, so let's take a little bit of money to make a nice number. That was not the efficient way to do that. 14K, is that good enough? Probably. So 752575000. Up 58.4 mil. Okay, hopefully that's enough money. If I have to deal with red today this week, then that's not gonna be enough. But we'll get there if we get there. Anyway, so that's basically it for today. And when I say basically, I mean that's it. I'm just gonna talk about one last thing and then I'm out of here. So let me just save up and talk about it there. But yeah, so I've done like 4 streams, 3 for this game, 1 for New Horizons. It was an hour for the first bit, and then I did half an hour of selling before the store closed because of the sale, right? That was a problem, because the sale was, again, I've said this a lot now, but the sale was from 6 to 7, so from 5 to 6 and 7 to 8, store closed, no good. You can sell during the sale, but you have to go all the way upstairs and deal with extra text boxes. It's very annoying. So we did an hour in the afternoon, and then a half hour, and we moved a bunch of turnips close to the store after the store closed at 5. Then I showed up at 8, and then we finished with 15 to 20 minutes to spare. So worked out. I wasn't going to stress out because I'm pretty sure I was going to be fine, because on Thursday I was kind of worried, but I had half an hour of leeway, and it wasn't even a perfect run up until that point. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with how that went. We got 2 spikes. I was going to say 2 spikes back to back, and then it went together. Sorry. So we got 2 spikes back to back, one on Thursday, one today. Thursday's was 43 mil, today 58 mil. Together, over 100 mil. Isn't that fun? My bank account has increased by 101 mil. So, officially in the bank, we have 752 mil, which is past the 3/4 mark. That's pretty exciting. Like I said, when you hit the 2/3, you're like, ooh, and then you hit that, and you're like, okay, wait a second. We're kind of cooking here. Now, obviously, I have 22 mil outside, so sure. I'm not just at 752. If you add my money, we're at 770 something. Great. Almost 775k. So it says I need, oh no, I haven't updated that yet. Okay, so currently that was an 8.4 almost mil week, and normally I've been trying to spend a base of 5 mil. So if I up right now, before I've changed anything, before the spike today, at 5 mil I would need 8 more weeks, and at 8 mil I need 5 weeks. So if I update this, the 5 mil weeks now goes down to 6. So right now, if and again, I do all, yeah, okay, sorry, Twitch didn't tell you. Yeah, I'm just wrapping up doing my little recap. I sold them all. I had 15-20 minutes to spare, so my prep paid off, I'm pretty sure. If I didn't do the prep, maybe it would have been to the minute, or within 5 minutes or 10 minutes. I don't know. Would have been a little rough, but I got everything, so I'm very happy about that. But yeah, so I have my little really rough projection, because obviously if you look at the numbers, it's a spike either occurs 50% of the time if a spike's already occurred, or if it's a different pattern, it's going to be 60% of the time. So on average, you should see a spike every other week. So that's basically what my formula is. It's hey, if this is the current week, it would take X amount of weeks at that price, and then multiply that amount of weeks by 2 to give us a projected thing. So right now it's saying if I bought 5 mil, then in 8 weeks time at the end of May, I'd be done. But if I put that number in, it's now saying I'd be done at the start of May in 6 weeks. And we'd do 4 weeks at 8 mils, and that would be end of March. But again, if I get multiple spikes in a row, that changes things. If I don't get spikes, then that changes things. But that's huge. I'm really happy about that. Thank you. That's appreciated. So yeah, we have 752 mil in the bank. Then we have the 22 mil outside. So 1 or 2 more good spikes, and I'm gonna call myself in the end game. I think once I'm at 850, it's gonna really start to feel real. Here it's I'm close, right? If I look at that, it's wow, 4 weeks at 8 mil. If I do what I just did today 4 more times, I'd be done. Obviously that can't always happen because of the prices. Generally, you'll be done in the spring. Yeah, hopefully, unless I have Rossetti saw a shadow and it's 6 weeks of winter, and winter in this case means 6 weeks of nothing, then yeah, that could be a problem. But yeah, I'm thinking I should be done in the first half of the year. Hopefully, I don't want to get ahead of myself and jinx it, but unless things go catastrophically wrong, I think I'm on pace. So I'm pretty happy about that. So that's it for me for today. I'm gonna get out of here. Daisy may be with you. Yes, exactly. We need blessings of Daisy may be upon thee. Yeah, so rest of the week's gonna be pretty chill. Tomorrow I'll see who's here, look for Gulliver. So as I see who's here, I may see who will be visiting on Thursday, and then depending on how that goes, that'll determine things. But basically it's Gulliver, whatever the Thursday visitor is, and if there's snow and gyroids, that's it for the rest of the week, and then turnips. And then there's no big events until June. So things are very chill. No, it's okay. You popped by. You congratulated me on a job well done. That's all that matters. And yeah, Twitch just lets us down sometimes. But you know what? I got it done. I'm happy about that. Now I can chill for the rest of the week. So yeah, tomorrow I'll be back, and then I can do a quick GameCube stream, then a quick New Horizons stream. Well, it'll probably be a little bit longer because I'll probably do some customizing. But anyway, I'm happy. It's done. It's all good. I'm gonna get out of here, give my voice a little bit of a break. But gist of it is, that was really huge. And then, yeah, we're just gonna see what the rest of the week brings. Anyway, have a good day later. I guess it's morning now. Middle of the morning, middle of the night. Words have meanings. That's how I'm gonna end that one. Anyway, I'm out. See you around. Bye.